Hello guys, I'm Soski86 and today we're here to talk about internet fads and why they don't work. I for myself ordered coconut oil for teeth whitening. It sort of works. It got rid of some of the stains that were forming right around here, and some of them, it's just kind of returning, but internet fads don't work because you didn't do your homework properly. If you do your homework, you know what kinds of foods to eat, to include in your diet, and you can make some informed decisions about what kind of foods you want to buy and include in your diet. Calcium and omega-3 fatty acids are a good place to start. There's a website online which you can look at. I'll provide in the link in the description later on if you'd like to do your own homework on the internet. Oil pulling alone doesn't work. You need to have a good diet. And take care of your teeth. There's a couple other rules that you need to go by. There's also a bunch of nice dentists on the internet with their YouTube videos showing you how to brush properly without using like abrasive toothbrush or abrasive toothpaste. It teaches you how what to keep in mind when you're brushing your teeth and you want to prevent cavities. Sometimes even when you do all these things, it still doesn't work. That's why it's a good idea to do your homework and do some research if you want to make an informed decision next time you go shopping. My decision was to include some more calcium and omega-3 fatty acids in my diet, and I settled on cauliflower, broccoli, potatoes, some fruits and vegetables like raspberries, bananas, apples, oranges. I try to have at least one in the morning, and then try to get my vegetables in and maybe my meats in if I can, and then try to pile my protein on so I can help promote healing for my healing tissues. I had a root canal. The thing took several weeks to complete the procedure because I missed one appointment and I had to pay for it. One last thing with this whole internet fads and dentists and fear of the dentist. If you're afraid of the dentist, just know that you should talk to him. Help him to help you come to an informed decision. Don't just avoid it altogether, because with me, my anxiety comes with, oh no, I have a toothache, which means my tooth is going to fall out and then I'm going to be ugly in my future. But since I have something on my face, made an informed decision. Made an informed decision. I can relieve some of that anxiety anyways, but cauliflower and broccoli is one good step towards it. And also some salmon, preferably raw salmon, which you can prepare at home by yourself rather than this canned food, because I don't know about this canned food business. Anyways, if you can do your homework at home and try and find out which of these foods has the vitamins and minerals that you need to include in your diet, and just do the best you can to include them in your diet from now on, and don't get off of them. Also, I want to put this testimony. If you've ever looked up on the internet for tooth pain, to help alleviate tooth pain, salt and pepper really works very well. Equal amounts of salt and pepper, and then place some water on it, and then mix it up with some water. I did that, and then I wiped a little bit onto my finger, and I placed it on my tooth, and I hold it on for a while, and I wait for a couple of minutes, and it actually feels pretty refreshing. I had to rinse my mouth a couple of times to get the bits out, but really it's actually really refreshing. So some of the internet fads are true, like you wash your mouth with some sea salt or pink salt or whatever you want to call that, and here would be called Celtic salt, Celtic brand or something like that, but sea salt is good. If you want to swish with some sea salt and some warm water, some the onion does work. I tried that. I've tried the garlic. That works as well. But I think I'm allergic, so I'm going to try that. Try it very sparingly, so spare my stomach from stomach aches in the future. Sorry if I'm making a lot of noise here. I'm trying to find something that'll get the microphone to pick up my voice properly. So, anyways, informed decisions and include more. Trying to get at least a cup of vegetables in my diet because some of them do have valuable vitamins and minerals and nutrients that I really need to get into my body. So, yeah. So if you're on these internet fads things and it's causing you to have anxiety because it says to not include this and that in your diet, like nuts and seeds. There's also ways to. There's also some ways to soak nuts and seeds and reduce some of the. It blocks nutrients from blocks you from being able to absorb nutrients. So you soak them for a couple of days with some pink salt. Anyways, you can look it up on the internet. How do you, what's the word called? Sprout grains, nuts, and seeds. How do you sprout them? Soaking them is a good way to, reduce some of the acid, but it doesn't always work. Just something on my face all the time. Yeah, so soaking them, if you want to really want to include them in your diet. Because I really like my trail mix, but this camera sucks. I really want to include trail mix in my diet, but it's like it blocks you from being able to absorb vitamins and minerals, and it also has a hand in cavities and tooth decay. So if you want to have nuts for all the vitamins and minerals, try sprouting them, looking up how to sprout them. There's also some vegan YouTubers that will help teach you how to cook your fat-free food if you want to include more fruit and vegetables in your diet. But for me, it's just a security blanket because I just want to be able to cook something confidently. And yeah, I should be able to cook something because trying to cook meats, chickens, salmons, and beef, and pork and stuff like that, it gives me a little bit of anxiety because, like, is it raw? Is it poisonous? What am I doing here? It's just, a really nice thing to do if you want, like me, to include that into your diet. And my face turning blue. Yeah. Why does my face change color? Anyways, so yes, salt and pepper with some water works. I wouldn't really recommend using, what is it called? Apple cider vinegar to swish, because I did that and calm down, cat. I did that and, well, now I have receding gums and I'm a little bit worried about my gums. So also there's one more thing that you need to know if you're also anxiety about this. Oh my god, cat, stop. Anxiety about it, you need to write it down. You gotta be very precise about your stuff. Write it down if you're too shy to talk, and keep noticing the detailed report. Tuesday morning, receding gums, tooth pain, please advise. Just keep the note on you and hand it over, I guess. Anyways, don't get into internet fads, but if you ever bought that book called cure tooth decay and check out some of the recipes in there. Just let me know if it works or not. I don't want to read it because I don't want to read about how dentistry is toxic, because I had to go to the dentist because I cracked my tooth with a sesame seed shell, got stuck in between my teeth in this direction, and I bit on it and it stabbed my tooth in the back here, and I went and got I canceled my appointment once, and then I finally decided, okay, I'm going to do my appointment. I have a local anesthetic, cover the part of the destroyed tooth, which has got a cavity in it now because it's hurt it with a shell stuck in between my teeth. And then after I got the shell out, food started getting stuck in it. But anyways, don't listen to all these internet fads. Like, saying dentistry is toxic is not true. Like, if you have a very serious problem, like you scratched your tooth, you cracked your tooth, or it's got a hole in it, then you should go see the dentist, because there are ways to help you. There are non-toxic ways, and you can make yourself some informed decisions. And all this BS that Robert Nigel, whatever his name is, that miserable guy who makes no expressions, and he kind of talks like he's special on all his videos, and he's like, it's very informative, but it's actually very unpleasant to watch him. And I myself am doing it too because my arm is tired. There we go. A piece of wood blocking the way. So yes, if you have a cracked tooth, you shouldn't get into internet fads, and you have to make a detailed report. Write it down if you're too shy to speak up and say, by the way, I have a cracked tooth right here. It's right here. It's right here. Write it down. Keep the paper. Hand the paper over. This is what hurts. Please read this. I'm very shy. Have a friend come with you. Have your parents come with you. Someone you know come with you. You have to go to the dentist. You can't go with these internet fads and just be like, dentistry is toxic. There's something on my face. Because it's not all that bad. I'm actually feeling a lot more happier now. I probably have a couple more decisions to make regarding the dentist. The background becomes very black, and my face becomes green. Dentistry is not toxic. It is not. So if you want to make an informed decision, write it down on a piece of paper if you're too shy. Take it and hand it over, which explains in detailed report. By the way, I have a scratched tooth, I have receding gums, yada yada yada. I'm a little scared. Is this gonna hurt? What are my choices? Also, I think this website that I'm using is called whfoods.com, and I looked up calcium, I looked up omega-3 fatty acids, I looked up protein, I looked up cauliflower, what is it called? Broccoli and cauliflower, so I include broccoli and cauliflower. I'm going to try to add at least 1 or 2 cups a day to my diet. I'm actually feeling a lot more happier. I've got myself some Greek yogurt, some cheddar cheese, I grabbed an old one. I don't know if I wanted an old one or a new one, which is hard cheese or soft cheese, but I just grabbed it because I enjoy having cheese on my sandwiches. I haven't had a sandwich in a long time. You know, dry lip. Avoid grains. It's a stupid internet fads. You know, you eat what you want to eat, but talk to somebody who actually knows what they're doing. Because most times, if they say, "My name is yada yada yada," and I am not a doctor, I am not a dentist. Disclaimer. Talk to somebody who actually knows what they're doing and make yourself an informed decision. It is good to do your homework. I mean, it's like, I don't know, is this video contradictory? Do your homework on the internet and don't do internet fads all at once, but yeah, that disclaimer is everywhere you go on the internet like this. This is just for educational purposes only. So I hope this helps you overcome your anxiety. If you want more ways to help overcome your anxiety, you should try looking up ASMR or hypnosis or what else is there? I think it was just ASMR and hypnosis. Yeah, I guess that's it. Oh, meditation. I've been meditating when I went to the dentist, and I was actually feeling kind of scared. I wasn't really scared of the dentist. I was more scared of, yeah, you know how you drill the tooth and that tooth is permanently gone now because it's filled. That's kind of what I was a little bit anxiety about, but now it's okay because it's like, that's irreversible damage. You have to have that tooth filled so you can have the, return the full strength of your bite back to your mouth. So when you chew, you can have that tooth back and not getting food stuck in between anymore. But anyways, make informed decisions. Do your homework, meditate, or hypnosis, or relax. Just continue focusing on your breathing. Okay? It's okay. They're there to help you. My ex-girlfriend says she once bit her dentist. Now that I think about it, she's a real bitch and she's super negative and, must suck living with anxiety 24/7, and I'm just living with it every time something bad sort of happens to me, like this receding gum line, this minor tooth pain, which kind of penetrates, and it's like, uh-oh, time for an extraction. Try not to think too forward, Don't fill your head with thoughts while thinking forward way too much, so. I can't believe I have a 17-minute video on my movie on my phone now. It's going to be like a podcast for 17 minutes. Anyways, like I said, oil pulling does not reverse cavities. If you have a teeny tiny little cavity that's just like right here, it's like, I'm going to use oil pulling. And it's like you have a really good diet to begin with, and you already have fish and vegetables and fruits and vegetables, and you're not abusing this food that makes it difficult for your body to absorb your nutrients. Then oil pulling is the way to go, but if you're not already eating well from the very beginning, oil pulling is just going to remove the stains from the surface and your tooth is going to decay anyways, because it's like, this isn't going to remove the stain until July, and it's only April right now, because it's like 10 weeks is quite a long time away. So that's why I'm saying right now, these internet fads aren't really going to work. I mean, do your research, do ask the professionals, and just stay curious. Sorry about my face being such a jumble. I had a big smoothie after my appointment because I figured I was gonna need something to eat afterwards. What's that sound? I figured I was gonna need something to eat afterwards, so I had a smoothie because you just drink it up and it's got some vitamins and minerals and add a lot of sugar in it, and it's like, I'm getting a breakout. Oh. So, thank you and good day, and thanks for listening to me rant in this shitty podcast. It's like 20 minutes in now, and I have no one to talk to these days. Everybody's going to work. I guess living for your diet is actually really hard. It's really hard trying to get in 1 cup of vegetables. It's like, all this stupid internet fads give me anxiety, and I end up walking around in circles going, okay, should I include this into my diet? Should I include that into my diet? It's like, anyways, thanks for watching. Stay curious, my buddies and my friends and my family, and I love you, and good day.